Okay, one thing you might have to do after you put these struts in is get your truck aligned. It changed my height, so I had to go have it aligned immediately afterwards. So keep that in mind. I did also remove the air shocks from the back and installed the Strutmaster shocks, and I had to replace the springs. So I did that the other day. I didn't film it, sorry about that, but it's pretty cut and dry. You have to take this link off here on both sides. You have to take off right up there where your brake line is. It's on the top pumpkin bolt. Bolts that brake line bracket on. You're going to want to take that off as well. And the height adjustment lever on the side, it clips to the side on the front. You got to take those off. So you want to jack the truck up, put these stands under the frame, and leave the jack under the pumpkin. When you do all this, this is your height adjuster here. You got to take this right off of this here. There's a bolt on it, one bolt right here. Take that bolt off, then you got to kind of bend it out of the way so it doesn't go down when you drop your axle to get the springs out. Once you have those three things done, the brake line connector, the link, unbolt the link, and this unit right here, unbolt that, and then you undo your shocks. Take your shocks right off. There's a bolt. There's a bolt on the bottom right there. Bolt up on the top. Goes through. You're going to reuse the old bolts. Take those out on both sides. Then you'll be able to drop the pumpkin down with your jack. Get it low enough to where the spring comes loose. You can yank it right out. You got to reuse the rubbers, so don't ruin those. And then pop your new springs in with the new rubber, with the old rubbers. Put everything back together. Just reverse the process. All right. Right now, I'm going to go up and I'm going to do the electronic bypass. So the struts came with the bypasses that go on the shocks. And it also came, but I got it with the module, so I don't have to do those bypasses on each shock. I can just put the module on under here. I'm gonna get to this in a second. So I got to pull all this down. Then it comes with pretty vivid instructions, which wires you got to splice into. Then you just tuck the unit right up inside. Show you the unit. This is the unit right here. You got 4 wires. You just got to splice in, and this little unit you just tuck it right up underneath, and that will keep your lights from coming on. So that's all that is. Comes with the kits and everything. I paid $600 for the rear shocks, coil springs, front struts fully assembled with this unit. Plus it came with the bypass units. It was all $600 delivered to my door. So it was like, it was 5 something, I think. Pretty heavy. It comes in 3 boxes. Didn't take long to get here. I immediately got a phone call from Strutmasters after I placed the order to confirm and make sure I ordered the right parts for the right application, which was really refreshing. So I highly recommend Strutmaster. So far, I haven't driven it, but it seems fine. And I looked up the reviews. The reviews are really good. So I'm going to do this right now, and I'll be back. Thing I left out, obviously you're going to take your wheels and tires off. When you get your wheel off, you got to take this whole inner wheel well out. It's not that hard. 1, 2, 3. There's one on the back here, some other one in the back here. These little push clips, you just pry them out. One there, one there. And I believe there's one up on the top here too, right here. So you take all those off. I got mud flaps on, so I take those off as well. And once you get all those out, find all the screws that hold it in. Take this wheel cover. Take that wheel cover right out of there, and you can see everything. And you can do your thing. All right. Okay, so here is your plug. It comes down. All these lines are color coded. The instructions show you which wires to put where. It was a 7mm bolt that holds this up one side. Clips in one side. Underneath here, as you can see, there's a little clip there. That goes in and it pops up. I'm sorry, I got it the wrong way. That way. So it clips right underneath that little clip right there. One bolt on the other side. 7mm. I'm going to go ahead and splice these wires in where they go. I'll show you the instructions real quick. So it tells you right here, you will not need the resistors if you're installing the module 2007 and up. So you're going to remove one fuse. Shows you that. Shows you the data link. And then it will have some pretty clear and vivid pictures and illustrations. How to wire it, what you got to do. I'm not going to get into all that. I'm just going to splice it in as it tells me to, and I will let you know if everything works. I will be back. Okay, so I got my wires all spliced in. Here's my plug. I had to splice into these 3 wires here, and one underneath, right where that red wire is going into the black boot there. Comes with heat shrink wrap for the wire. And the little module is going to go right up inside very easily. And it's going to put everything back, and that's about it. I have no lights on the dash. Everything's good. I gotta say, Strutmaster is the way to go. American company. You can speak to a person when you call down there. They answer the phone. So far, so good. So good luck with yours. Like I said, I changed this over from the auto ride to passive. So I overrode everything because the shock replacements for the auto ride, they're anywhere from $400 to $500 a piece to replace them when they go bad. And if your pump goes, well, there's another $300 or $400 too. If you want to go with all GM parts, it's a lot of money. I think there's other companies out there that sell the aftermarket stuff, but you know, I'd rather just be able to change my shocks and not kill myself on in my budget. So good luck with everything. I hope this video was helpful to you. Take care.